Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russell here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. But then again, you know that, don't you? Because that's why you've tuned in. We say the things on here that nobody dares say. And now that I've got all your attention, because that's what I've got in it, I've got your attention. You know that, don't you? You know. That's why you're tuning in, innit? Right, we've got 3 days left on this John Fury deadline thing, then we can put it to bed. Big shout out to my mate Paul from Tunbridge Wells. Thanks for that. Forgot to drink it on my own car. Right, I've never quit anything in my life, and I'm not about to start now. We give me word that I do my best to try and help get the fight on between Big John Fury, the big fighting man, aka Old Turn Up, aka Old Pop Pop Bang. Give me them belts back that you stole, you bum. End of. I said I'd do my best. I like to think that over the last 15 months, I've given it my best shot. We've got 3 days left and could put this to bed. Now, what I did say a couple of weeks ago in the video was this. And this is a message to you, this John Fury, and all your little club who follow you. All them people who are so blind, it's unbelievable. I did say this. If so much as one more person leaves messages on here, look at that. Look at that. 49 now from 12. From 12 on Friday to 49. What's that? 37 calls. I said if one more, so much as one more person leaves threats and mentions my children, I told you what I was going to do, didn't I? I'm going to keep the pressure on. Now, I'm all for doing this every week till you come out and fight Mick or fight anybody over 50. I'm all for doing it because I won't be bullied, not me. Other people like Boominator and Coogan, people like that, Michelle Phelps, there's other people as well that are terrified of you, John. Rob Tebbett's terrified of you, Eddie Earners. Not me, not Russell. So, but I'm all for doing this for another 15 months. But I think it's only right that we call it a day now on 14th as agreed. And you've still got 3 days to save your soul, John, to save your name. But I'm all for doing it because I don't like being threatened, especially when my kids are getting involved. Do you know what I mean? When they're throwing my children's names about, even my children's date of births. These have got to be saved on here now. We're talking kids involved here, aren't we? I've got every single email, every single held for review, text on YouTube, every email, every voice thing, the whole lot, all saved here. Some of them are that vile and disgusting. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. My only regret, John Fury, is this. I've got 3 days to sort this out and then I'm going to let it go. Because like I've just said, I'm all for just carrying on doing this. So I will not be bullied. Mick won't be either. Other people will be frightened to death of you. Frightened to death for what? Your fantasies. Fantasy Island stories. Here's just some of your little fantasies. Bearing in mind, you're this roadman killer, aren't you? Roadman killer. Telling people you were ranked number 3 in Britain, number 5 in Europe, and number 30 in the world. Your words. You're running 6 mile a day and you bench press 140 key. You only said that because Mick goes running, aren't you? Mick's doing hill sprints with ankle weights on, and then it's all logged in a diary. Unbelievable. The guy's like $6 million man. 200 key bench press, John. 200 kilo at 14 stone. Unbelievable. What are you? 140 kilo. John, you're a titty man. the titty man. You can't do 140. Proper bodybuilders can't do that. 140 bencher. John Fury, go on YouTube and do 140 kilo bench press on free weights. Go do it. I'll go in there now and do 90 key, 4 reps, and nearly arching me back. You can't do 140, John. Can't do it. Can't do it. Just, it's lie after lie after lie. Bare knuckle fights for £100,000. You tell it Sun newspaper. People buying into this crap. Buying into it. Yeah, I had a bare knuckle fight for £100,000. Oh, don't worry, who you fought, John? Oh, you know, for the life of me, I can't remember the man's name. I knocked him out. Lie after lie after lie. Fantasy Island stuff. Jackanory stuff. Living off the land in a caravan in woods like Jean Rambeau. You know, it's snapping jaws because people give you a look at you the wrong way. MI5 looking at you, your public enemy #1. You'll have to shoot you and kill you and put you away for 30 years. You're this roadman killer offering every man out of a 50, but been out of jail 6 years, John. You're not throwing a punch at anybody. You want to fight Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson can't come to England because he's a convicted sex offender. You can't go to America because you've got a Section 18 on your record, wounded. So where are you going to fight? Hey, in Belgium? Where are you going to fight? In France? It's just pure knackers. It's knackers for the sake of chatting knackers. MI5 watching you. Woo, woo, woo. My advice to you is this, all right? Have a sit down with all your pals, right? And say, should I fight this bloke? In a ring, Queensby rules. Like everything we're agreed. Nobody said anything about exhibitions. It was going to be a proper fight, John. 2 fighting men. Forget the fact that Mick had a fight professionally. Forget that. I've seen him spar and I'll back him. I'll back him to beat you. Fitness will get the average man through so far in boxing. Fitness. There's many a fighter who hasn't been a good fighter, who's been fit, who's won British titles. Curtis Woodhouse wasn't the best technically, but he had heart and will and fitness. He won a British title. Luke Campbell and Tommy Coyle have ended up millionaires, but they've not got a British title. Fitness and will and heart will get the average man through. All right. You're not fit, John. You never had no talent when you boxed anyway, but you're not fit. Mick punches you upside down. But if you want to be a coward and not fight him, that's up to you. But let me tell you this. Get all your little cronies, all right, to have a good look at themselves in the mirror, leaving me threatening messages on here on my work phone regarding my kids. I won't have that. Shithousers. All right. Shithousers. I'll have to give them to their mother now. All right. Their mum will have to hear them. God knows what she's going to want to do. So if anything happens, well, can you imagine that? Can you imagine it all over news that? Right? YouTubers, children getting threatened for what? Because he's backing somebody in a fight where your mouth, John Fury, yeah, your mouth got you into this. 16 months ago, you opened your pie hole about you'll beat any man over 50 and you'll prove it for money or for free. In the ring or on the hard road, that's what you said. Your words, your mouth. Mickey Theo accepted your challenge. A date was arranged. That's it. Forget these other people who want to fight Mick. It's not to do with them. Mick's accepting your challenge. And if you don't want to fight, come out and say it, and that's it. Mick will withdraw, you know, his acceptance of your challenge, John. Forget these other people just trying to jump on bandwagon and people making videos and that, calling Mick out. I mean, what we've got here, but there must be 25 a day emails coming through saying, Porky, I want to fight Mickey Field. They all want to fight him now, don't they? But he wants to fight you because you put the challenge out to any man. You put a challenge out, John, to any man over 50. It's your own doing. It's your own doing. The rest of them are just who keep emailing. They're constantly the same people who email and text. Oh, God. Fanatics, diehards, Fury Power! Diehards on the dole with nothing to do. Diehards. But your own mouth got you into this mess. And like I've just said there, I'm not going to have my 8-year-old twins, boy and a girl, Reggie and Ruby. I'm not going to have their names dragged into this. We've already had the emails with pictures of Photoshop with them on social media with all the bodies sliced up and all that. We've already had that before Christmas last year. So half of them had to come off Facebook. Do you know what I mean? And my ex-missus and other people and that had to come off Facebook because of it. But I'm not going to have people leaving messages mentioning my kids. So it's getting a bit stupid now and they're getting a bit out of hand now, isn't it? We're coming to a crunch, aren't we? There's 3 days to go. If you're a coward, John Fury, there's no wrong with that. A lot of people are cowards in life. A lot of people are frightened. A lot of people, they make out these big men, but really inside they're screaming because they're frightened. If you're a coward, there's no wrong with that. Come out and say, look, I'm a coward. Or come out and say, John, that you shot your mouth off about being this big roadman killer. You know, it's like this tour you're doing, Gangland Enforcer. Gangland Enforcer. Do Gangland Enforcers sent judges in court begging letters, then burst out crying in dock when they get sentenced? Is that what Gangland Enforcers do? Going down to office every other day in prison, screaming for your mail, saying, I've got mail, I've got an appeal in. Is that what Gangland Enforcers do? No, that's what cowards do. Cowards do. All right, so I ain't bothered about you or any of you fucking cronies you knock about with. Not bothered about any of you. Because like I've just said, if it were left to me, I'd have my foot pressed firmly on your neck because I don't like you. I don't like fucking bullies. I don't like people bringing my children into shit. It's all getting a bit fucking dark this now, isn't it? You opened your mouth offering any man out over 50. And then once it all got agreed, you started moving goalposts to, I'm going to fight Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis, Dana White, and fucking Holyfield and all them. Now we've got Riddick Bowe mixed now. They don't even know who you are, mate. They don't even know who you are. You put a challenge out, man over 50, Mickey Theo accepted. That's it. He don't want to fight anybody else. He wants to fight you. He wants to fight you. All right. All them others who wanted to fight me, it ain't going to happen because I'm not going to let it happen. All right. I won't let it happen. Won't happen. I'm running a show now with this. There's people behind the scenes, lawyers, pay-per-view people, venues, everything's ready, John. All you got to do is get your manager, Spencer Brown, who wants to fight, really. And we all know what you said, Spencer, at the beginning. John ain't going to fight unless there's money on the table. Now you're saying you want to fight for free. Well, look, all the text messages were all saved and everything. So, look, we're not going to put them out there, but it's getting a bit dark now when people's kids are getting involved, right? And I'm not a guy to be fucked about where my kids are concerned. So my advice to you lot is sign the contract or come out and say you don't want to fight. Because once we get to the 15th of August, I don't want to fucking speak about you again on here. All right. And if Mick comes on channel, and he will, because there's other things planned with me. If Mick comes on channel and he starts speaking about it, I'll just have it edited out. All right. You're not worth speaking about. You've got Wild 14th, John Fury. Do yourself a favour. You say you're a big gentleman. Have a word with your pals. Hey? Have a word with your pals. So what I'll do, I'll play some of these. I'll play some of these on here. All right. We'll have the person's voices put on here. Like that other prick from down there who had a problem with his relative who got knocked out. Leaving voice texts. We've got all your greatest hits as well. I've got them on this phone, on mobile, kid. All right, shithousers, a lot on you, shithousers. All right, utter shithousers, leaving messages like that. Hey, fucking unbelievable. So John Fury, you've got 72 hours to get that contract signed, or it's always going to be in your head all your life. You'll never be able to do an interview we are at the comments section, because people don't forget, boxing fans are fickle. The comments section will always say Big John Fury, who shot his mouth off, big fighting man, big road man killer, who didn't turn up for his fucking battles. You know why? Because you can't fucking fight. You can't fight. We've seen you fighting on my channel. You can't fight for toffee. You can't fight for toffee, but you've got to live up to the reputation that you've fucking got yourself down as, haven't you? Taking a man who comes up to deer on you as I out, a small bloke. Fucking big here, that one, eh? Fucking big in there, eh? Unbelievable. So well, that's about it, really. I don't really want to fucking say anything else. You've got till 14th, John, at midnight to get Spencer Brown to get in touch. Get in touch with me, porkycorner@mail.com, or get in touch with Mickey Theo. He's not hard to get in touch with, and then we'll have a sit down, and then we'll show you what we've got lined up, all right? Money's going to be going to charity, and money's going to be going to the fighters, because nobody's going to fight for fuck all, are they? It's called prize fighting, isn't it? I'm going to fight Spencer for you, and he'll get his opportunity. I'm not fucking training my bollocks off every day for fuck all. All right, if you don't want to fight and it doesn't all happen, well, I've got myself in some good shape, haven't I? Max Jenkins is going to fight Big Shane Fury. Big Shane's a favourite in that, in my opinion, but Max is game as a pebble. So it's all up to you, John, now, eh? Do it for this charity, John. Do it for mental health. Mental health. You keep going on about mental health. Let's all the money go to mental health. All right. And you can even present the check, John. All right. You can present the check. But remember this. Next time you want to call anybody a fucking blowjob on social media, remember, some people are not fucking frightened of you. All right. And on that note...